flight. We have enemy fighters inside defensive perimeter. Intercept and engage.
At a recent NAMCO press event, I witnessed a demo of Ace Combat Assault Horizon, and I was so impressed by what I saw, I felt compelled to do a special preview piece about it. The new game is a reboot to the franchise, and with the tagline "Make Metal Bleed", the series is taking huge amounts of inspiration from modern-day first-person shooters like Call of Duty. Remember the first time you saw an in-game cinematic in a first-person shooter? The ones where, if you scored a direct headshot, the camera would snap to the victim receiving the unwanted lead lobotomy, or where the camera would zoom in slightly to focus your attention onto a collapsing building in the distance as you charge through an intense battle zone? Well, these cinematics changed the way first-person shooters played and made them more like interactive movies. And these tactics, amongst others, are employed to great effect in Ace Combat Assault Horizon, and as you Top Gun your way through the skies, events such as toppling buildings, falling cranes and exploding enemy fighters are given glorious movie-style slow-mo close-ups which enhance the excitement of the on-screen action. This isn't the only nod towards FPS games though. Close Range Assault mode is a brand new way to take down your enemies, and it makes the fight much more personal than just lazily shooting away at distant moving targets. The demo was performed on the 360, and we were shown that by pressing down on the two bumper buttons with a target in your reticule, the Close Range Assault mode could be activated and it would instantly zoom your camera into an over-the-shoulder style view of your plane. Kind of like bringing up the iron sights in a first-person shooter, and this made it much easier for the demoer to zero in on his prey and hammer them with missiles and machine gun fire. Take an enemy plane down from close range like this and you will witness shards of metal falling away from your bullet-riddled target, while oil and jet fuel will splatter over the glass of your cockpit, mirroring the blood splatter you might get from a close-up headshot in a traditional FPS game. It all serves to make the planes feel more than mere machines. These are not just chunks of metal shooting through the skies, these are living, breathing enemies, extensions of the pilot's physical form, and this feeling of close personal combat makes the experience all the more satisfying when you bring an enemy aircraft down. Indeed, even damage that you yourself are taking is represented by glowing red edges on your screen, a tactic used by first-person shooters for years, but one that seems fresh and completely right in Ace Combat. It all helps bring the game away from the boring stereotypes of many flight sims and throttles it past games like Tom Clancy's Hawks in terms of exciting arcade-style action. The controls for your jets, or helicopters in certain levels, have different schemes, so veterans of flight sims can enjoy a more realistic flying experience, while airborne newbies will be pleased to know that there is a setting which makes the plane slightly simpler to control, so they won't always end up struggling to right their plane as they spend half of each mission unwittingly flying it upside down. Whatever control scheme you pick, there will still be plenty of opportunities to do a barrel roll while avoiding airborne foes or huge skyscrapers. Just be careful not to get too distracted by the amazing visuals which have been pulled straight from real satellite imagery. I can imagine there will be many accidental crash landings thanks to people gawping at the level of ground and building detail. Couple all of this with missions where you act as a door gunner in a chopper, levels which take place in AC-130Us and stealth bombers, and a campaign storyline written by New York Times bestseller and military author Jim DeFelice, and we are looking at one hell of an exciting game which looks set to completely reinvent the flight sim as we know it. This is going to appeal to Ace Combat fans of old, while it's also going to bring in many new fans thanks to its FPS similarities, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it in October of this year. If you feel the same, you might be interested to know that the limited edition is available to pre-order online at the moment, for the same price as a normal game, £39.99 if you live in the UK, and it comes packaged in a folded box which contains the game, the original soundtrack on a CD, a notebook signed by the development team at Project Aces, and a card which lets you download the playable F4E Phantom II aircraft which is exclusive to the limited edition. Great balls of fire!